So you have a question? Yes. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a quick video about some general animal adaptations in rainforest. We're going to have a quick chat about that. We're going to quickly review what we learned yesterday, and then we may do the quizzes again from yesterday. What we'll do is, we didn't do teams yesterday, we'll do teams today, but I really want you to get this right, okay? I really want you to understand this. That's why this homework is very important. If you did do your homework today, I will not give you any homework for this evening, apart from practice your project or book, because we'll do that.
From the Amazon rainforest in South America to the lush rainforests of Australia and Southeast Asia to the basin forests of mainland Africa and Madagascar, our planet is home to some incredible tropical rainforests, wet, warm forests that have no dry season. In addition, tropical rainforests...
So we have wet, warm, and no dry season. What does that mean? What factors do we call this? You can tell me the answer. We looked at biotic and other type of factors. What's the name we give to non-living factors? Sounds like biotic was got an A at the start. Emily.
It is abiotic factor.
Yeah, abiotic factor. So if you think about a rainforest as having receives lots of rain throughout the year, it's warm, it has no dry season, these are abiotic factors.
Receive lots of sunlight throughout the year, thanks to their proximity to the Earth's equator. With all that moisture and the energy from the sun, an explosion of biodiversity, an abundance of different living things, exists within these unique ecosystems. Even though tropical rainforests only cover about 7% of the Earth's surface, these rainforests are home to an estimated 50% of the species on Earth, plants, animals, and everything in between. How do animals, from insects to worms to vertebrates, or animals with backbones, adapt to this enormously diverse environment? With so much diversity, animals often run into competition for resources like food and shelter, and some animals have to defend themselves against a barrage of harmful or predatory attacks.
No. What they said there is that, remember when we looked at yesterday, we looked at the 4 different types of sections in a rainforest. This is another reason why we have animals living in each different section, okay?
From the Amazon...
Can't go back there.
Species on Earth and a competition for resources.
Competition for resources is a big one, okay? So what you tend to see happen is that animals that are best at making sure they get enough food or they have enough shelter, they survive longer, okay? Now, we spoke about this a while back in terms of evolution and how only the strongest survive. So the animals that are best suited to survive, the animals that are going to live longer. Animals that don't survive, they die out. Things like the dodo, the dinosaurs, they didn't survive, okay? So what you need to understand is that each section of the rainforest, because it has a different ecosystem in it, animals are different for that reason, because of what they need. The animals that are best at getting what they need are the animals that survive the longest.
Like food and shelter, and some animals have to defend themselves against a barrage of harmful or predatory attacks. Let's take a look at some of the key animal adaptations that have sprung up in tropical rainforests of the world. In a volatile and competitive ecological environment, like the tropical rainforests, animals need to adapt to survive. To do this, populations of animals develop physiological or behavioral adaptations.
What does physiological mean? Body structure, okay? So if you were to think about the physiological traits of a tiger, tiger's got teeth, it's got stripes on its side. Think about the physiological traits of a parrot. A parrot's got a beak which can open nuts and pick fruit. These are all things that it can do, okay? So the reason it can do this is because of its body shape, its physiological traits. Behavioral traits are things that it learns and things that it does on its own, okay?
Over many generations. Those that have advantageous adaptations tend to survive and pass on their genes to new generations. A few examples of animal adaptations in the world's tropical rainforests are camouflage, the times at which they are active, poison and other deterrents, and interdependence on other species. We'll explore just a few examples of each of these, but keep in mind that there are many examples of these kinds of adaptations in such a diverse environment. Camouflage is the ability to blend in the surroundings.
What other animals use camouflage?
Tiger.
Tigers. What else?
Jaguars.
Jaguars. Yes. Hermione.
Snakes.
Snakes. What else? No, it's not just for the rainforest. It's camouflage everywhere. What other animals use camouflage? Pizza.
To hide themselves.
Yeah. What animals do that?
Frog.
Fro?
Frog. A frog.
Oh, frogs. Yeah, not froze. Frogs. Frog.
An Arctic fox.
Arctic fox. Yes, an Arctic fox is a good one. Lots of animals do it. Geckos, chameleons, octopus, squid, some fish, rockfish. They all use camouflage in some way. They hide themselves either to get away from predators or because they are predators, okay? Camouflage works in both ways. It can be defensive or it can be for attack either.
Surrounding environment to avoid detection. Many camouflaged rainforest animals, such as walking stick insects, which look just like a tree branch, and the slow-moving green algae-covered sloths that hang from trees and blend in with their environment, use camouflage to avoid predators. However, other animals use camouflage to hide themselves while they are hunting. Jaguars, large American cats, are well known for their black spotted coats. These spots mimic the dappled sunlight through the leaves of the rainforest trees, giving
What the spots do is you'd think, look, it's yellow and spotty. How's it going to be seen? How are you not going to see that? Well, what happens is, as remember we said in the rainforest, there's lots and lots of trees. There's not that much sunlight. Sunlight only gets through in this little tiny little bits. But the bits it does get through, it makes spots on the ground, right? Those spots look like jaguar spots. What, Hermione? Sorry, what's wrong?
When I write about the tiger, they said that the tiger have black stripes so that the sunlight can reflect the black stripes so they can camouflage.
Exactly. So tiger's orange, right? Now, we need to remember that animals do not see in the same colors as us, okay? Human eyes are completely different than animal eyes. Now, think about where a tiger lives, okay? Tigers live in jungles, but they hunt in grasslands. Grasslands are really tall bits of grass. So if you think of a jaguar having spots, because light only comes through in spots. If a tiger hunts in grassland, well, the sun's going to be like this, right? It's going to create shadows that are vertical, not spots, but vertical. So the tiger can actually disappear. Okay? So it's an interesting way to think of it. Yeah, and Lucy, sorry, Hermione. I'm going to get very confused when I'm using your name, Hermione, Lucy, Hermione. If I call you either, then I'm very sorry. I'll do my best to call you Hermione, okay? So that it's camouflage, okay? Camouflage works in that manner. It is to avoid detection. Detection means not to be seen, okay?
the jaguar perfect camouflage as it stalks its prey. Many animals in the tropical rainforests of the world have adapted to either a nighttime or a daytime mode of life in order to survive. One example is the nocturnal Amazon tree boa, a strikingly beautiful green and tan snake that is nocturnal or active at night. These tree boas avoid diurnal or active during the day predators like birds of prey and primates by sleeping during the day. At night, they hunt other nocturnal animals like certain rodents, using special infrared receptors located around the snake's mouth. In addition to being able to hunt with greater safety, nocturnal animals may also find that hunting at night means less competition for food. Another adaptation is poison. The poison dart frog is famous for its bright color, but in the animal world, bright, flashy colors mean danger,
There's something
toxins.
to all know and understand, okay? I am terrified. I do mean this. I'm genuinely so scared of spiders. Spiders freak me out. I don't know what it is about them. They just it make me feel really weird, okay? But if I see a spider and it's really, really big, I'm not going to be as scared as I am of a smaller spider. You're the animal in terms of insects and like danger, less danger it is. If the spider is really bright and colorful, I'm going to be really scared. Bright and colorful means danger. If you were to think about why do we have flashing blue and red lights on police cars? Emily, you have a question?
I did about the poisonous dart frog.
Yeah, I know. We'll talk about it now in a second. Don't worry. It's okay. So we have red and blue lights on police cars and ambulance, right? Because when people see them, they know something's coming, something dangerous. Those are bright colors. We react really well to bright colors. Animals react well to bright colors as well. If they see an animal that is really brightly colored, their first reaction is, oh, stay away from that guy. So the more brightly colored something is, the more inclined you should be to stay away from it. Bright colors, bad. Dark colors, good. You know.
I know what the scientific name for red flashy color means.
What is it?
Wait a minute.
I
I don't remember.
Well, Send it to me in chat.
Coloration.
Send it me in chat. Okay, I don't know. Yes, Emily.
I have no question.
Oh, okay, well your hand's up for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so that's something to remember. Bright colors, bad. Dark colors, okay.
And bright colors warn predators of the dangers of eating members of this frog family. Many members of this frog family excrete a powerful alkaloid toxin, which is similar to the medical drug morphine in its effects. The most deadly of these dart frogs is the golden poison frog, Phyllobates terribilis, which contains enough toxin to kill several human beings. It is interesting to note that these frogs actually get their poisonous skin from sequestering chemicals from some of the animals they prey on, such as ants, mites, and millipedes. Some frogs in this family, however, are not actually poisonous, but have adapted to their environment by mimicking the appearance of poisonous frogs. In doing so, they take advantage of the dangerous reputation of their poisonous family members. Many rainforest animal species depend on the huge variety of plants in the rainforest to survive. Animals have adapted to specific ecological niches, roles within their environment based on their physiological and behavioral characteristics. Within these niches, animals often depend on other species to survive, which is known as interdependence. The Australian fig parrot depends heavily on certain fig trees within the Australian rainforests, and the deforestation of these trees has huge implications for the conservation of both the trees and the fig parrots. Animals also depend on other animals in the tropical rainforest ecosystem. For example, some species of caterpillars excrete a sweet chemical substance that feeds species of tropical ants, and
So,
in return, these...
Where have we seen something like this before? Living things working together. Go on, Hermione, before you go mad. Yes.
Flowers and pollinators.
Flowers and pollinators, good stuff. That's the exact same way, right? What you tend to see in ecosystems, especially between living things, is that they interact with each other in order to help them survive, okay? Have you ever seen the videos of those really big sharks, whale sharks, and on the side of the whale sharks you've got other little fish that are held on, and they're just holding on and they're just going for a ride, or even on the backs of turtles. These things happen all the time. Fish give the turtle something in return, the turtle gives them a lift. The turtle's a taxi and the fish are paying in removing the mites, okay? So what I want you to understand is that the animals, plants, everything, it works together. They work together, okay? Interdependence is really, really important, especially to the survival of ecosystems. Yes, Dina?
Is it achromatic coloration?
Yeah, aposematic coloration, yes. I'm going to look into that because those two words are interesting. So, like, somatic, as far as I know, means to grow fear. But I need to look it up. I'm not entirely sure. I looked up really quickly there, but I need to do a bit more studying. Okay, so what I want you to understand is that animals work together. Okay, you see it happen all the time, all the time.
Ants will fiercely protect the caterpillar from predators. This type of relationship, where both animals receive a benefit from one another, is known as mutualism.
Okay.
Tropical rainforests.
That, in short, is some of the adaptations. Now, there's obviously a lot more individual ones, but they kind of cover all the bases there. They give you a good idea about what most animals are doing in a rainforest environment in order to help them survive. Remember, adaptation means to help survive. So that is what they've got to do. Right, now I want to go over these sections of the rainforest because I wasn't completely happy with how yesterday went. So let's start off with this. What is the top layer of a rainforest called? The highest layer? Let's go. Let's ask around the room. Kent. What is the highest layer of a rainforest called?
The hottest.
highest, tallest bit.
The highest is
Tallest.
the tallest is
Emergent.
emergent.
Okay, good job. What animals live in the emergent section? Bill.
Yes.
Bill. Sorry. Anyway, Bill, what animals live in the emergent section?
Animal. Animal that have wings.
Yes, animals that have wings, animals that can fly, good stuff. Imagine you are some type of monkey and you're like, oh my God, it looks really nice up there. I'm going to go all the way up there. So the monkey starts climbing and he's climbing. And then he looks down and goes, oh crap. It's really far. If I fall from here, I'm going to die. He starts looking around and all these animals have wings. And he goes, that makes sense. Because if they fall, they can and they can fly away. So remember that animals that live up the top like this, they gotta have wings. If they don't have wings, there's no point in them living up there, okay? What can we say about the plants and trees that live in the emergent section? Emily, you got stuff in your mouth, so I'm gonna choose you. Ha ha ha. Emily, what can you say about the plants and trees that live in the emergent section?
They must be tall. Their stem must be thick.
Cool. They must be tall and the stem must be thick. Good job. Well done. Okay. The next section underneath the emergent is called what? A. Mid-A. Mid-A. Motor Transport Authority. What's going on? Ask you a question. DA. Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Welcome to your meeting. So, I asked you a question. Emergent. What's next? Underneath the emergent layer is what layer? So, it's a word. In French, it means umbrella. Now, this is why you got to do your homework. James.
What next layer?
Emergent. What's next? What's here? What's the name of this level? Right here. Canopy.
Canopy.
Canopy. Good job. There's two interesting facts about the canopy. What are they? No, there's two interesting facts about the canopy layer. What are they?
The canopy layer contains birds.
Okay, yes, it does contain birds. That's not the fact I'm looking for. So the canopy layer, two interesting facts, is so thick it stops sunlight from getting through to the lower layers. And second, 70 to 90% of all rainforest life lives in the canopy layer. Okay, so the canopy layer has the most amount of life in rainforest, and two has stops sunlight from getting lower. What's below the canopy layer, Rosie? What layer is underneath the canopy layer?
Under the canopy layer is the understory.
Yeah, the understory. You can tell me what kind of plants live in the understory level? What plants live in the understory level? What plants live in the understory level?
Hello.
Hello. Too late. Bye-bye.
Grass.
Grass. No, that's on the floor. Okay. So plants that live there are shrubs or young trees and vines. Okay. There is not that much sunlight there whatsoever. So you only get young trees and vines. Hermione, your faces are so funny. You look so upset. You look so upset all the time. You keep making me laugh when I'm about to try and speak. All I can see is your face going. Get you, don't worry. Okay, last level is the forest floor. Lots of dead leaves, lots of decomposition. You get lots of insects, your animals down there. That's the forest floor. It's damp, it's moist, it's not fun. Right, let's try to do quizzes again, quickly. So, 72's overall result. I expect you to do better. 67% class average. You only got 66 yesterday, but I expect you to do a lot better today. Okay, good job. Well done, everyone. Let's go. Come on, I don't know. Let's go. Let's go. Again. We did this yesterday, so I expect you to do a lot better. Right, go. Join my quiz. 480 and then 79. We have 5 minutes left. On the go. We have got 12, but we have 3, 8, 13. We have 17, we've got 12. 4 more. I will not be able to chase people. Give you 10 seconds to get done. 10, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, look, I gotta get started, otherwise we'll run out of time in the class. If we do run out of time and I disappear, please keep going. Please keep going. Don't stop. I'll still be able to see your results. If we don't get finished, I'm going to talk about your homework halfway through, so listen and pay attention to what you don't, this is what I said earlier. Okay, let's get going. Go. Listen up. Please keep completing the quiz. Don't stop. This may close, but you can keep going on in the quiz. As I said earlier, your homework will be, if you did not complete the homework from last night, please complete it in the link. I need to see all of your homework. It's very important that you understand what we have done over the last 2 days, because I need to move on. For anyone that did complete it and has it finished, please take some time to practice talking about your project or your book, because on Monday I'm going to get people to start presenting their projects and their books in front of the class, which I get 4 done a day. Give you 2.5 minutes each. So take your time, learn it now. I'm going to probably disappear. Please keep going with the quiz. And if I disappear, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, please keep going, don't stop. Overall, good performance. 84% is pretty good for a class average. Okay, if I disappear, bye. See you all later. Have a good day.